Welcome Strategy Battle Gamers to another GBHL YouTube channel video. You're here with channel host GBHL James with my first Monday hobby vlog back since obviously my honeymoon and wedding. So it's been a long time since I've done any hobbying, and it's going to be pretty tough because I've got so much to catch up with, and with this little guy down here, my shadow, Bilbo Baggins himself, getting any hobby time in is going to be pretty tough. But I do have the Nova Open to prepare for. Okay, so whilst I probably wouldn't be able to paint tonight, Jane's just nipped out, do a little bit of shopping, she'll be coming back, we want to spend some time together, and very hard to paint when this little chap's around. I thought while I was just editing my first Speak Friend in Question back, which is obviously cool, that I would assemble some of these models, and I do have another 6 Rivendell Knights to put together here, and hopefully I'm not going to encounter the same challenges I did with the first box, where I kind of put them in the order that it tells you to do it, or assembled them in the order, and that did leave a few gaps. Hopefully I won't get any gaps this time. If I do, I'm not going to be lazy. I'm actually going to go out and get some liquid green stuff, because people really rate it. So if I've got any gaps, I'm not going to be lazy, I'm going to get that and give that a go. And somebody's obviously done that already here with this miniature, which I was very lucky to get. I did get it from Loki Hargreaves, who you know in the community, and it's about time that I painted this bad boy up, because it is looking like I'm going to be taking a mounted Legolas over towards the USA. So I'm going to assemble him and put him together now. So it should be a hobby vlog, which is mainly to do with assembling. I have to say, you might just see this little clip, maybe one of Legolas once he's assembled. I've already washed him down, used a bit of soapy water, and then I'm going to do another one with the Rivendell Knights. That might be 2 or 3 videos, but not a very long hobby vlog. And the next one after that should be me finishing off the paint schemes on the others that you saw in my last hobby vlog. So I look forward to showing you the progress that I make with these guys very soon. Okay guys, so I'm just dipping back in here because I've pretty much finished gluing this dude. The glue is still wet, and there aren't tons and tons of gaps, I have to say. I might use a little bit of liquid green stuff just to sort of smooth around the edges around those 2 leg parts there, but they fit in nice, and I have to say it's probably because of the guy who had this before, Loki. But what a gorgeous miniature, what a lovely model this is. I'm really looking forward to painting it. I'm going to paint it in the same kind of scheme as what I did for my 3 Hunters Legolas that I painted, well, the Breaking of the Fellowship one for my 3 Hunters, so that he can be the foot model version of it. I am really looking forward to painting this guy, I have to say. So yeah, that's just a little quick glance at him, and I'll let him dry, and while I do that, I'm going to make a move onto the Rivendell Knights box set. So Strategy Battle Gamers, making a little bit of progress here. I've put together 4 of the Knights so far, and the reason I'm jumping in now, not just to show off those guys, but also just to give a little bit of a top tip to try and avoid the gaps with the Rivendell Knights. So I'll just show you something. I'll try and do this with one hand. If you assemble the Rivendell Knight as it tells you to do it in the instructions there, then you put the 2 halves of the body, as it were, together first. So if I just try and get, this is notoriously difficult with just a single hand. Can we do it? Not solid. There we go. Okay, so if you do it like this, like it tells you how to do it in the instructions, and then put the face on the chest, what I find is that you do end up with a bit more of a gap. And what I found much better, and you'll see that I've not got anywhere near as much as a gap in these guys. It's still not perfect, but it's much flusher than what I've had before. Obviously, tiny gap there. Tiny gap there. I'm going to get some liquid green stuff and just to fill that in. Pretty much no gap on that guy there. A little bit on that side, but not too much. But nowhere near as much as the ones downstairs that I've started to paint. So it's much better. So a better way of doing it is actually to put the chest and face on with 1/2 of the body, and then put the body on. So I just thought that'd be a nice little top tip to whack into this hobby vlog, and I actually think that will probably wrap this one up. because I don't see myself making any more progress after I've assembled these final two. Not enough for it to be interesting. So guys, don't forget to comment, like, share and subscribe. Support your Hobbit hobby. Follow us on Facebook and on Twitter, and remember to support Jamie on Patreon if you would like to see a higher standard and more quality content, and also have access to some completely exclusive content that will be on the Patreon page as he looks to try and make the channel his job. Okay guys, happy strategy battle gaming.